Okay, I just wanted to make a video and talk about everything that we're seeing on TV, in the news, in the media. And this goes back as long as I've been alive, which is not that long, but a pretty good while. Anyway, and the reason I know, and I would not make a video and say this if I did not know it to be true without a doubt. And the way I know it to be true without a doubt is because the people that are in control of everything, including the media, do not want anyone to know this information. They do not want anyone to talk about this information. They want it hidden, and if someone does talk about it, they want all their people that are paid or that are in the family or whatever, however they do it. I'm not sure, but they definitely come after the people that are talking about it. They attack them. Call them all kind of names, crazy, this, that, and this, just a constant attack, taking their stuff down. Even some of the people have gotten just locked up just for random reasons, and stay. Anyway, okay. The things that we have been told throughout our history, now I'm talking about in the United States, probably throughout the world, but definitely all I've ever witnessed is the United States, so that's what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about just about every story, news, media thing you can think about is a lie. It is all a lie, okay? Going all the way back to Abraham Lincoln. Not saying he didn't die, not saying, anything like that, but what they told us was not true. Everything they told us about that whole era, it's all been rewritten. It's all been, we don't know what happened. All we know is what we've been told. And there's been people to go and re-examine the things and look back through the archives and things like that, and to find so many discrepancies and things that just did not make sense, things that did not add up, lies, okay? So going all the way back to that is not true, all right? Even about the different presidents, like the North and the South, all those types, okay, that was all not true. Okay, then fast forward, coming on up through the 70s, the Manson murders, okay, all these types of things, fake. That was actors. I mean, they actually let you know that there were actors involved and movie producers. I mean, they didn't even hide it, okay? All the music industry, all the people that's been involved in the music industry, they're not just starving singers and people that's made their way up through Hollywood and somehow they make it big. All that is a lie. Everything about Hollywood is a lie. That is not those people's names. They are not married to those people that they say they are married to. They are, as somebody that you know in your local town, you will probably never see them on the level as Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, those types of that level of, they might make it up to be some supporting roles or Broadway or some commercials or, like that, but they usually will never be one of the main A-list actors or actresses. And these people, and you think about too, I've always thought about this, How does all these people, like these musicians that were popular back in the 80s, or these actors that were popular back in the 80s, you haven't seen them on a movie, you haven't seen them on a TV show, you haven't heard a music from them in 20, 30 years, and they're still living in Beverly Hills, they're still living like a rich person in today's time when it takes as much money as it takes to live. How did they do it? How did they make that much money? Well, let me tell you how they did it. They're still working. They are still actively involved, okay? But it's just under a different character. That's what they do. They change characters. We might not even know who the real person under that character really is. We might not have ever seen the real person under that character. You know what I mean? Like, okay, O.J. Simpson, the Rodney King beating, the Trayvon Martin, all the things, the Menendez brothers, the Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, if there's ever been a TV movie or a movie made about the event, and it's all these events that they keep just forcing down our throat, just wanting to keep it in our mind all the time. The thing that happened in World War II when they say, oh, Hitler, he's another big fraud. All this crap, it's all just made for TV movie. If you did not witness it with your own eyes, even if you didn't witness it and see it and know that it was a legitimate thing, if you just saw it on TV, oh no, I saw it when it was live, when it was happening. Oh no, that really happened. I remember they, and then you say, yeah, do you really know? Oh yeah, they we watched it live when it was happening on TV. The 9/11, the Twin Towers, all this stuff. It has all been a bunch of actors and actresses. And let me tell you one way you definitely will know for a fact, and right now, see, in 2012, even before then, I mean, they've even admitted on Congress meetings and all this kind of stuff that they had paid CIA members in our media, and that the media run their stories through the CIA for them to approve or not approve, way back in the 70s. And even before then, there's people that come out and said, oh yeah, by the in like the 50s, that all the media was controlled and run by the military. Okay, so it's been this way for a long time. The moon landing, everything. Okay, when you're watching your local news, and see, this is how they get you. They show you local news on your local stations, and you know it to be true because, oh, you did hear about this person that you know's brother, sister, mother's, daughter's, cousin's, boyfriend's girlfriend that got killed, or that was in a wreck, or that this happened. Okay, so you know that it did happen, and then you hear about it on TV. Okay, so they're telling us the news. Okay, so they tell you the local stuff, and usually most of that is legit, except for the video news releases that they air during all the local news. It used to be not that as much, okay, the video news releases, but you can always tell which are the video news releases because they are prepackaged propaganda pieces that are made and produced by the government, and they are prepackaged, sent to all the news stations to be aired as news, okay? But they don't have the way you'll know is you won't see any of your local newscasters on the video news releases, okay? It'll be these people from the big stations, you know, the national news, or some person you've never heard of. Anyway, and it won't be a local thing. It'll be a national thing, okay? But that's how they trick you, is they show you the local news. You see that is some real things because you've seen it. You witnessed it. You were at a school and you saw the news people there actually recording and talking to people. You know, that kind of thing, okay? So then when they air it on the national news, you just think, oh, same thing. Okay. But it's not. Sorry, my dogs are barking. It's not the same thing. It's completely different. It's kind of like college football and NFL. You know, at the college level, you still got some real participation. When you get out of that, you know, you're going straight to WWE, you know. But anyway, and it's the same way, too, with the airplanes, the airliners and things like that. They fool everybody by seeing, and the pilots, now that's okay, pilots actually fly a plane, the smaller twin engine, single engine, propelled, it's actually run off of gas. The propellers are the ones that actually, okay, all that. Well, okay, the big airplanes, the jets that everybody travels back and forth on, you know, they are not piloted by a pilot. They're on autopilot. The control tower, they punch in the coordinates. That airplane could fly, could go back and forth all by itself. It don't have. They're there, they say, like just to assist with the landing and the takeoff. And I guess if something were to go wrong or whatever, and they're not using gas. The gas is very little. The gas is only needed to fire, to start the motors, the turbines, the jet turbines or whatever, the turbine engines. It's just used for that. And once they're going, the engines are run off of compressed air. So the whole deal about the flight, the airline tickets and stuff fluctuating with the price of gas and things like that, that's bullshit. Okay, they have been robbing all of us for all this time. They don't even have to pay those pilots. I mean, I could sit there and probably, you know, I don't know that for a fact, but I'm just saying. Anyway, I guess they pay them the big money so they'll shut up, keep quiet about it. But anyway, oh, and then they make these movies like Flight and all this kind of stuff, showing Denzel Washington turn the airplane. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so our whole society is being destroyed, basically. It ain't basically. It is being destroyed. All these, and I don't even know if some of these rights are real or not. I mean, I know they're all being agitated by the government and all that because they want to make sure that everybody's fighting and hating each other and trying to kill each other. But anyway, I know there has been a lot more racial hostility between the different racial groups and things around. I mean, you can feel it. You can tell. You know, I've had actual, you know, people trying to just start stuff with me and a little boy in the store trying to get a drink. But anyway, it didn't happen. But, I mean, just things like that. I've never had anything like that to happen. But it's just a lot, man. And they are all being promoted and pumped from nothing but a made-for-TV movie. Not even a movie. Commercial. Really. It's all actors and actresses. It's all it is. And our military is in on it. It's all under the Homeland Security. Homeland Security. So, and usually it's these families are all these acting families, and they've traced it all back to who all most of the families go back to, and a lot of it goes back to royalty that we don't know about, because these people, they show us in England and they say that this is Queen Liz. Okay. I don't know if they do have any whatever type of blood. I don't know. I don't give a shit, okay? Because ain't nobody any better than I am. And I promise you, I ain't bowing down to nobody. But anyway, they are like the fake royals. I mean, they're just like the ones for show. So everybody thinks it's them. It's not really them. The real royals are right in front of your face. They're the singers, the actresses, all this crap that they keep changing all these characters. But they're like the queen, the princess of Denmark, France, all these that we don't know about, we've never seen. They haven't made all them public and push them in our face all the time. They keep them out of the limelight so they can keep all these agendas going, you know. That's why all this stuff is being pumped, because they have been trying to destroy and bring down the world under their control, and that's what they're getting. And it's all based on Satanism, okay? Satanism, and the type of Satanism I'm talking about, it's not where they're sitting there. I mean, I don't know what they do, really. I don't. But from what I have what I've heard is that it's just about the worship of yourself. Do as thou wilt, or, do as thou wilt. The worship of yourself. No, they don't want to worship a God. They want to become the God. They want to be the worshipped. And if we don't stop falling for all this bullcrap that they have on the news, it's not even a lot of it on TV. A lot of it is on TV, but the older people watch it on TV. The younger people watch it on the internet. Okay? Pretty much, if you see something and it's had over several thousand views, it's bullshit. If it's had 100,000, 1,000,000, anything like that, if it's on one of these big channels that are all this, it's bullcrap. Don't pay it no attention. So what they're going to probably start doing is start making all these little bitty channels, making them look little, and see, they're already doing that. They're already like removing some channels off of YouTube just to make it look like they were legit. All this kind of stuff. But anyway, that's the basis of everything. Now, I'm going to make a few more videos talking about how all this ties into the depopulation of United States, the actors, the health care industry. Oh my God, that is the most satanic cult-like organization imaginable. I mean, that is all it is. And anyway, so I'm going to make another video about that. Maybe another one or two. I don't know. But I have got to. And look, you can think I'm crazy all you want. Okay? I might be. Okay? But I know I'm not. I know I'm not. I'm going to tell you, I've always known things like when I hear something and it's bullshit, I know when it's bullshit. I just know. I don't know how to tell you I know, but I know. Just like when I used to work at a certain place and this man come in, looked just like any other regular man. It hit me. He's just had a stroke. Person comes up, introduced me. Hey, so-and-so, this is so-and-so. Can you believe they just had a stroke less than a month ago? I thought, oh my God, yeah, I knew that. But anyway, I know that. I know things. I just know things, okay? I know when my sister was having her baby and it was 2 months early, and I woke up that morning and just started calling over and over and over. She was having her baby. I knew it. Just all kind of things. I've just always, and two, I can look at people and I can tell when I see them. I know what's wrong with them. Like even way back before I knew about medical stuff and all that. I could always sense what was wrong with somebody, what area, what is wrong, we all can. But the thing is, we have been so heavily brainwashed and programmed by our media, by our school system, and that's what they want. They want everybody to think, oh, she's crazy. Hey, what? Think I'm crazy all you want, okay? I know I'm not. I know what I'm saying is true because when I heard it the first time, I thought, that's right. That's absolutely right. 100%. And you can prove it. You can put it together. Anyway, so I just want to put this out there because we all need to start talking about this kind of stuff. We all need to stop worrying about what everyone else thinks. If someone's going to think I sound crazy or think, I don't give a shit. I really don't. You can think I sound crazy all you want. You can sit there and keep your head stuck in the sand and all that. But listen, at least I did what I felt is the right thing. And I have tried to get it out there. I've tried to tell people everything we've been told is a lie. All this political crap, for sure. That is so much. But all these people you hear about on the news, Epstein and Ghislaine, whatever the hell her name is, all that is so fake. That is so fake. Everything is so fake. Oh, God. Even, what was his name? What was that man's name? Gosh. I can't think of it. I'll think of it in a little bit. Orson Welles, okay. An interview he did back in, I think in the 70s, maybe? Yeah. He did an interview back in the 70s, and they asked him, they said, what do you think about the actors playing politician roles and stuff like that? And something like, I can't remember exactly, but he said, what do you think about them having to not be truthful about things, or they lie about things or whatever? Orson Welles says, well, I don't really think they're lying, he said, because you've got to think of it like this. He said, an actor is a different breed. He said, an actor is not a man, is not a woman. An actor is an actor. And that's it. They're not men, they're not women, they're actors. So, what that means is they might be a man one time, they might be a woman the next time you see them. And I know people get these emotional attachments to these people. You've grown up watching them play different roles and you think you feel like you know them because you get an emotional attachment. But it's all a lie, okay? They don't care about you. They think you're useless eaters. They think we're beneath them. They laugh at us. They think that they want the world depopulated, so that way they can start over and have just little robots that run around. And I don't know what they want, but I know one thing: they're a bunch of liars. That's all they are, and they have single-handedly destroyed our country, and we've let them. We've let them by sitting back, not doing anything, being too worked up and involved in trying to make another dollar, trying to keep up with the neighbors, trying to look like we're doing something. And these people are sitting here robbing us blind while we do it, laughing at us, and then going to, I don't know. But this is the thing. when you see something on TV, especially if it's pertaining to a crime that's been committed, like somebody gotten beaten, somebody gotten killed, somebody gotten police brutality, anything like that. Think back to your local news, okay? When you see something on your local news, do they tell the suspect's name? Do they tell where they worked, what they did, show you a picture of them, show you killing the person, show the person that's dead laying there, bloody, bleeding, beaten up, and everybody standing around talking, all this kind of stuff? Do they show you all that? No. Do you know why? Because they say we can't release that information right now. There's an ongoing investigation. And if they did release it, it would be a mistrial. Because there's no way in the world they could ever get a jury that didn't know about it and that wouldn't be biased, that wouldn't already have a preconceived, thoughts about the case. There's no way they could get it. Wouldn't work. It's stupid. It does not make sense. They always say we cannot release the names of the suspects right now because there's an ongoing investigation or until charges have been made. That's what they always say. Now, for them to go on there and start telling you all this information, who it is, what their mama said about them, what the next door neighbor said they was like when they was a little kid, and all this, and they ain't even made it to the court. They just got arrested. It just happened the night before. You know they ain't went to no trial. They ain't had none of that. No. People's always got to have a court case about it. They don't just, somebody get killed and they just take the person, just throw them in prison, lock away the key, and you never hear about it again. No. They are brought before a judge and jury. Because they got to get that money, see, because that's what it's all about. That's how the real world, this stuff we see on TV, that's fake bullshit that they are making laws off of. Think about all the laws. The gun laws. They try to take our guns off of fake TV movies. It's stupid. We need to quit being stupid. We need to get out of the damn lazy boy. Quit sitting back drinking Coca-Colas and Coke Zeros and all this bullcrap that we eat. Get yourself detoxed. And that's another whole thing. What they call getting sick in our society, in our stupid medical system, what they call getting sick is actually what's trying to keep you alive. That's your body detoxing, trying to get rid of all this shit. We run to the doctors, get more poison from them to stop the detox symptoms. So that just pushes the crap deeper in the tissue. That way later on, when it rears its ugly head again, it's a tumor, it's cancer, it's rheumatoid arthritis, it's something. And you think, I don't know, I just got the disease, fairy, Well, no, you've had it all your life. It's been trying to get rid of it all your life. It keeps showing up as a cold, a flu, a virus, a this, a that. You keep running back to the doctor, getting it turning it off, because when you poison your body so bad, your detox symptoms stop because it has to keep you alive and try to fight this poison, this antibiotic you just put in your system. I tell you what, it's such a mess. Everything, it is the exact, and that is the whole identity of Satanism, is everything in reverse. Everything in reverse. That's why they've always made satanic lyrics in songs. When you could play it backwards, you could hear the hidden words and stuff like that. That's why they do that, because it's everything in reverse. And that's what our whole medical system is. Everything they've taught us about the body, the healing, nutrition, everything. The opposite is true. People don't die from all these diseases. They're dying from the treatment. And yes, some of the diseases do kill them, but if we'd had a proper healthcare system where doctors were actually trained how to help people get healthy and heal their bodies and all that, it would never get to the place where things are. We have never been sicker. We have never been more obese. We've never... I mean, kids, everything's just getting worse. And this thing about we're evolving, we're getting smarter and smarter. Now, we're getting dumber and dumber. It's like a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. Okay? We can read stuff from back in the early 1900s an 8th grader wrote. I can't even hardly understand it because it's so much more advanced than what we are now. And that's what my father-in-law the other day, he was like, I said, you know, back in the 1800s, somebody dying of pneumonia was unheard of because they knew how to treat it. He said, they probably didn't even know what it was. I said, oh, yeah, like they were stupid. We're smart now. I said, let me tell you something. How about look up a writing or an essay of somebody from the 8th grade back from like 1890-something. You won't even be able to understand it because we're so stupid. Anyway, that's it. I just had to get this off my chest. I'm going to make a couple more videos talking all about the medical stuff. But really, yeah, this whole actors stuff, we've got to quit watching and paying any attention. If you see it being promoted on the internet, on the TV, anything, if it's being promoted and it's being showed up on this channel and that channel and this channel, even on YouTube and stuff like that, and everybody's talking about it, it's fake. I'm going to tell you, it's fake. Or everybody wouldn't be talking about it. The real stuff, the real information that we need to be hearing, you're not going to see it promoted. You're not. It's not going to happen. All right. Talk to y'all later. Sorry I walked around here in the dark, but I just had to get it off my chest, and I can't talk about all this stuff in front of not my parents, my husband and my little boy. They get tired of hearing about it. They want to just keep their heads stuck in the sand and watch football and listen to stupid music and all that. But I told my little boy, though, he's 12, I said, you know how much better off you will be than the average individual? I mean, if I'd have known this kind of information when I was your age, oh my God, there's no telling where I'd be right now. There's no telling. Probably dead. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Bye, y'all.